Now, here is a legal discussion, a very popular segment, especially among immigrant communities, with Mr. Eliezer and Mr. Alfredo Asin, attorneys at law from the Law Office of Lewis and Associates, Falls Church, Virginia.
Namaste viewers, this is Eliezer.
Namaste viewers, this is Alfredo Asin, and we're here from the Law Offices of Lewis and Associates in Falls Church, Virginia.
And you're watching us on Sagarmatha television. So Alfredo, this time I wanted to talk about something a little different. Generally we talk about immigration because that's the first question on the minds of a lot of our viewers of this wonderful program. But every now and then it's good to change it up a little bit.
Sure.
We're all coming out of, or maybe getting into the holiday season. We're just coming out of the Thanksgiving time. And while it's a joyous time for families to be together, to share a meal and to give thanks, sometimes good people make stupid decisions and stupid choices and are unfortunately faced with consequences of these mental mishaps, so to speak. What I'm trying to refer to is driving while intoxicated, driving under the influence, speeding, reckless, so on and so forth. So let's say I went out and I had a good time with my family and I decided that I'd have a little more than usual of my beverage. And let's say I get pulled over for driving while intoxicated or DUI. First of all, what is the difference between a DUI and a DWI?
Sure.
And what happens if you are in such a situation?
Okay, so the difference between DUI, DWI, that in federal courts, DUI means that you're driving under the influence of something. That could be a drug, that could be alcohol, any substance. Mm-hmm. DWI usually it refers to driving under the influence of alcohol. Driving while intoxicated is what that stands for, and okay. DUI is driving under the influence. When most people encounter these statutes, it's usually because of alcohol. So let's start with that. Most states have the legal driving limit of 0.08. Now what is that? That's your blood alcohol content is 0.08, and that's mm-hmm. measured using your breath. Now, a lot of people hear that and they think, oh, that's a pretty high number. No one really knows what 0.08 means, right? Well, 0.08 is based on, or your blood alcohol content based on your weight, as right. well as, what your gender. Believe it or not, a man and woman of the same weight, they can consume the same amount of alcohol, mm-hmm. but they're going to have different BACs. Usually right. women are affected by it more.
Let me ask you this, because I know somebody asked me this question. So let's say I get pulled over and they ask me to blow into the device. What if I don't blow into the device? Some people believe that if you don't blow at that particular point in time, they will have to arrest you, book you, take you to the station. By the time you blow over there, your blood alcohol level will be, maybe somewhat lower.
Sure.
What happens if people elect to do that?
So when you get pulled over, the cop needs to have probable cause that you're driving under the influence.
Right.
So some of that is those roadside tests where they have you walk a straight line, do the alphabet. What Ali was also mentioning was the preliminary breath test, it's called. And that's a little device that the officer has on the side. He'll make you blow into it. Those devices are notorious for not being very accurate. But what do? They let the officer know whether there's probable cause that you're driving under the influence. Most states have statutes making it illegal for you to refuse to do a breathalyzer test. However, and again, your state may be different, but here in Virginia, for example, and many other states, the preliminary breath test is not the breathalyzer. So it's not unlawful to refuse to do that one, but they can get you with the roadside test or your behavior, and then they'll take you into the station to actually do the real breathalyzer test. So that's the one that is unlawful for you to refuse in most states.
I know that this is a complicated matter, Fredo, and we could spend a lot of time on it, and I think we should touch upon this in the upcoming segments because it is an important matter and it does affect a lot of people. I think we're just about done with time for this particular segment, so we're going to say goodbye and God bless for now, viewers.
Thank you.
सगरमाथा टेलिभिजन तथा नेपाल दर्शन टेलिभिजन अब एकैसाथ नयाँ समयमा यही नोभेम्बर 4 तारिकदेखि हरेक आइतबार दिउँसो 12:30 बजे
Sagarmatha Television.
Well, viewers, this is all for today. We hope you have enjoyed our program. Now, we would like to conclude today's episode of Sagarmatha Television with this beautiful Nepali song. Have a great week ahead. See you next week. Until then, I'm Narisa Joshi saying goodbye and namaste.